Hi everyone, welcome back to Empire Builder Academy Zero to Hero episode 7. Been a few days since we've been on the Zero to Hero series, so we'll jump straight into it now. And this is where I'm currently at. If you have a look at the top corner, you can see I've now gone up to 64 million, which is nothing to shout about, but that has now increased because I've been building some troops. And if we have a look at the stables, you will see that I've gone up quite significantly in terms of the buildings. And I now have T13 unlocked, and now 629,000 of those T13s, which is going to help me with monsters and things like that. And if we go to the rally spot and go into detail, you can see my march size is now 250,000 plus 30,000 additional from research, so 280,000. I will be looking to get that up as well, but this now allows me to join in some decent events that require monster hunting. One of them actually not ready for it this time around, but there is a new event out. It's Hecate Moon. With this you will need monster marches to be able to take part, and there is a certain way that you have to do all these. Let's just jump into it now and let's summon one of these. And you get this to start with, so this is just the start of the event. And then as you progress, there will be monsters within this that you need to kill. So you can see now that this has now changed to a pan, which they're advising mounted troops would be the best thing to attack with. If we click on attack, you can see it's actually 22.3 million monster. So even though I have gone up and increased that march size and got those T13, I would still be expecting to get some injured via this method. So let's use all of the glory cavalry. So you can see I can only send 317,000. I'm going to send this to it now and see what the result is from this march. So that monster has now been killed. And if we jump onto the report, you can see firstly that I've got the first down rewards for killing that particular monster. Nothing again to write home about, but this is the kind of things that you will get within this. And you can see I've got things like love box, I've got hammers for the eggs that need killing and things like that. But let's go and actually have a look at the battle. You can see there from this battle I've actually lost power of 102,000. So there was 316,000 killed. So you can see I actually ended up with 1,200 wounded, and this is what I'm saying in reference to the march size and also your research. There was no equipment also on my general as well, which would have also made a difference. So these are all things that would need to be considered when sending your marches. And I'm just going to click on King Arthur once he is back so we can see what kind of improvements we need to make. And you can see this is King Arthur here. This is the equipment that he's wearing. You can see I've added the champion's armor, which is coming with set attributes of 4 out of 4 gathering speed and gathering resources. Again, this is not going to be anything that's fantastic for monster killing, and eventually when you go and play the long game you will be only having red style equipment on here. So this champion's armor, I can go into this, I can click into this, and one of the things I can do is upgrade the star. So this is the buffs that it would come with, increasing that star. And you can also see that it's going to cost you some gold in reference doing this. Now personally myself, I'm not going to upgrade the champion's armor. It's not something I'm going to use in the long run. So what I will be looking at is what are the kind of equipment that I actually have. So when I go into this, there's nothing exciting in there. I will show you exactly the kind of equipment that I will be adding, and it will be none of this. I was just making sure that I've got none already that I could add, and it really doesn't look like I have. So let's go to the Forge. I've now upgraded the Forge to level 33. This now means I can craft the good stuff. And when we go into this, and let's use ring as an example, you can see I've now unlocked the red equipment which comes with Forge 33. So all of this can be now forged. The barracks office ring, those are not available, but it's these 4 here that I can obviously go into. And what I'd be looking for is something that's going to help me in reference to killing the monsters. So ranged troop is not going to be any good. Mounted troop defense could be something that I could use. Ranged troop HP, again, nothing, but it does come with march size capacity. And then we've got this one here, the courageous dragon ring, which is actually giving us killing monster EXP and also double item drop rate from monsters. So that is also something that I could consider using. And you can see as well with the set on this, it will come with monsters attack and defense. So if I was actually looking for something to go with, I would be choosing out of the courageous dragon ring, and I would also be considering this one as well, because it comes with that mounted troop defense, which you can see there. And not only that, it's also coming with that buff on the 4 out of 6 as well, which is ground and mounted troop attack and defense on monsters. So that is most likely the one I would go for. in order to do this, I would need all of these different materials that you can see here that I don't currently have. And not only that, you would also need the Hecate ring scroll as well, which I've got two of. So that is something that I can build. Now, if I was to click into this, now you're going to see that I actually can't do any of this. And the reason that I won't be able to do any of this is because I just don't have enough of these to go all the way to the red. If you have a look at this, I need 30 of the red ones to be able to do this. I need 40 of the blue stone, I'd need 30 of this one, and then finally 40 of the purple crystal. Now, because I'm so early into the game and because I haven't been involved with a lot of monster killing and also getting materials, this is going to be very difficult. And we use this 0 out of 30 as an example. If I was to compose everything I've got, starting from the beginning, going all the way across, just literally clicking on each one and compose all. And this is the last one, and I have 48, so I would have enough of that one. Then we go into this one, the blue stone, probably going to give me enough. Actually, I'm wondering why it's not allowing me to do this, but let's have a look. There you go, 38 out of 40 don't have enough of that blue crystal. So the blue stone, I don't have enough. And if I go to the red Hecate and have a look at this one as well, you can see I'm going to be nowhere near on this one, I would imagine. Let's compose all of them. This is how you are composing your equipment, and this is what I'm bringing into the Zero to Hero series. So you can see 39 out of 30 for that one, and then the last one is the purple crystal. Let's do all of them so we can see exactly what is missing. Again, I've got 37 of that, and again I am short, so I'd need 2 of the blue stone and I'd need 3 of the purple crystal. Now, the way to do that would be to go into my items, and it will come from various things. So if I open this uncommon Sphinx chest, you will see there is some blue material chest in there. This will come with various items, and the idea would be to open all of these. This is a grand one, and if I use 4 of them, you can see I've got large material chest times 20, the purple, and when I click on this, you can see all the different kinds of equipment that come in there as well. We've also got the common Yuma chest as well, and if I open that, that also comes with some decent material in there as well. So you'd be going along unlocking all of these, and then you would go down to where your materials are, and you can see this is where my materials are. So I would literally open all of these boxes, and we open the large material chest as well. This is the one where we'd be looking for. So we'd be looking for blue stone and purple crystal ideally. Got some purple crystal there, but it's not going to be enough to go to red. I already know that. We've got some blue stone as well. We've got some purple blue stone. So you can appreciate that it's not going to be easy to get the equipment that I would need to be able to reduce the wounded on that battle report. So the other option is that I improve my research via here, clicking into there, clicking into military. So you can see I've got increases march size. That's another thing that I could also potentially do. And advanced coordination, so another one that I need to work down to. But again, this is coming with some march size, which again would be something that is useful for doing this as well. I could also be looking at my rally spot and making sure that is upgraded to its maximum, which you can see it's on level 32. I can actually go up one more. And if I click on upgrade on this, it will show you what that is increasing to. And if I click on the detail, it will show me what my march size will increase to. So if I go all the way down to 32, you can see increasing to 33 is going to increase my march size by a further 35,000, which again is going to help reduce that wounded. And let's go back to one more thing that I can also show you. There's actually 2. One, I could also be attaching a dragon to King Arthur. Let's go back to King Arthur. Here he is, and this is where I can attach a dragon. And when clicking inside there, you can see there's no available dragon or spiritual beast to select. So I'd need to go and look at that and see how close I am to being able to do that. But another thing you can also do with the equipment, we click on this one here, click inside there, click view. You can also refine the equipment. And if this is going to add additional buffs, and if I click on refine now, and let's start in here. And when you click on the refines in here, you're going to also get some additional buffs, which can also help. So there's a few areas that I can go into to increase the different buffs on King Arthur, as well as speciality. I can also have a look at things like that, and I can also have a look at cultivating as well. And you can see there is again troop attack, troop defense, troop HP that will also be increased based on whatever cultivation I've got. And I can take these cultivations actually all the way up to the 500s. Currently I have the 20s. So that was all in reference the Hecate Moon event. Now if you want to know how to play this in full and the different things you need to do, there's a lot of videos out there, and I also did one in 2025 which may be a little bit outdated, so I will do a new one for that this week, so do keep an eye out for that. But there'll also be plenty of other YouTubers that are doing the Evony videos where you'll also be able to find out that information as well. The other thing that I always like to get involved with, I've mentioned it before, I'm going to mention it again, it's very important staying in touch with this activity and making sure that you are doing all the bare minimums to get all of these 5 chests, especially later on, come with different things that definitely are going to aid. Just make sure that you're completing these every day and you can see all the different things that it's coming with. And also as well, those last 2 come with the resonance token and the honor token for the wisdom dome, and you would be getting 2 of them a day from them 2 final chests. Another thing that I always say is at the beginning, you really do not need to rush your account. Don't be trying to chase other people that are potentially above you in the rankings. And if I go into Monarch power ranking, you can see I'm currently sat at 45. Now I'm not going to chase these people down. I'd need to spend money in order to do that. And also there really is no benefit. Just to give you an idea as to what happened over the weekend, it was Alliance War, which was for our kingdom. We are not yet in server versus server, but that is where this game will go. It will definitely go to server versus server. All I'm doing is not getting involved in any of the fighting or anything like that at the beginning. The only thing I'm doing is killing the level 2, level 3 monarchs that are no longer playing the game, so that I'm getting my captured for the prison. And if I go have a look at the captives, you can actually see them right down now, and that's 630. So I'll go and kill a load of those level 2s, level 3s today. You get 400 captives for every one you kill. So I'll spend a little bit of time later in order to do that. But again, don't need to be getting involved in anything. All I need to be doing is concentrating on building my army, research and constructions and troop chaining, only doing that via whatever this is. Currently it is Monarch competition, which you can see here, but on my other one this has now changed because we're in server versus server. It's now become the tiered Monarch competition, and that is something that is very, very useful. The Monarch competition is okay, but I wouldn't go crazy on it. I genuinely wouldn't be going crazy on this. But again, you can see months to kill and total ranking, and if we have a look at the stage rewards, there's really nothing massive being given out. You can see there, gems 5,000, I'm getting 22 times 60 minutes speed ups, and this is for first place. I'm not going to be achieving first place. Don't know what it goes all the way down to, but again, we'll just use 21st as an example because that'll be another tiered reward. 300 gems, 10 speed ups, 60, 2 million gold, and 23 research stone. There's genuinely no point trying to beat anyone else in this event. Save it all. You'll thank me later again until you get to the tiered Monarch competition. I'm just going to sign into my other account to show you what I mean. So we're now signed into my main account, my BHG account. And if I go into Event Center and this time have a look for that Monarch competition, you'll see that ours has changed. It's now this tiered Monarch competition, which incidentally has an issue today. They have mentioned this via email, so I'm not sure what it's going to show me in reference what's going on. But you can see that I've got to do general enhancing. You're going to see the difference in what you're getting. You're getting 6 of these chests for finishing first place. For finishing first, and you're only competing against other people. I've done absolutely nothing in this because it's broken and I'm already in first place, and literally did nothing. I did a tiny little bit general enhancing, that is it. And if you continue having a look at the other awards, you're getting 99,000 gems, you're getting 35 of your Blood of Ares, 40 times 12 hour speed ups, getting 150 of the resources, and 75 times 100k gold, as well as 300 research stone. Now, if you go all the way down, it's only the top 12. Even finishing in 12th place, you're probably getting better stuff, really, than you would via the other method. And to be honest, I think it's very easy to finish in the top 5 on this, because there's a lot of people that don't realise this is going on. So there's a lot of people that don't actually get involved. So rather than spending it on the Monarch competition old account, I would be saving that until this particular one opens up, which will open up with server versus server, and then doing it via this method. Okay, so we are now back over on the main account. A few other things that I want to mention, because I'm going to wrap this particular video up, is making you aware that your server eventually will get merged. It won't happen for a while, but if you're playing the long game, just be aware that the server will get merged, and that is where I'm talking about being patient. Don't need to rush and go and spend on all of these things. There are certain events that you should be getting involved with, and I'll speak about that in the next episode. But patience is definitely a big thing. It's a big key, and using these items in the relevant events going to return more. And that's what I wanted this particular episode to be talking about, is all the different rewards that you can get from all the different events. And there are events that I'd say get involved with now on this, but there's also some that I'd say, hang on a minute, hold back. There's better ways of doing things. And again, I mentioned it in the last one, but I'm going to mention it again in this one. If you are going to spend, last bit that I'm going to mention in here, Soulish Wishing Pool. I'm going to say it again, 7.2 billion. I spent £10 to get that 7.2 billion resources. I did that by buying a pack from the main one and timesing it up by 3 in the coupon. So if I just show you that right now, and it was this particular one here. I went all the way down to the $9.99 pack, put my ×3 coupon on this. So all the items you can see in here, I got ×3, and I then got the 7.2 billion resources on top of that. Soulish Wishing Pool, if you're going to spend £10 every fortnight, you'll be able to do that. So spending £10 a fortnight or £20 a month is entirely up to you. You could even do just the one event a month to have that one pop. But again, if you are going to spend £10, make sure it's the Soulish Wishing Pool that the event is on, and also making sure you use your ×3 coupon on that pack when you are doing it. I'm going to leave the video here, and I will be back with another episode where we will talk more about taking advantage of rankings, the auto join feature for months hunt, as well as talking about a little bit more in depth the rewards from the events. If this video is the kind of content you enjoy, then please do consider subscribing to the channel, and please do also consider liking the video, and I will see you in another video very soon. Thanks for watching.